To schedule a consultation, 405-939-LIFE. That's 405-939-LIFE. Or go to neuropathyok.com.
Catch breaking news and weather coverage anywhere you go. News 9 has you covered. News 9 streaming is powered by EnviroDispose. Let them roll.
Teeners, as American as rodeo and mom's apple pie. For nearly a century, Teeners has honored the traditions of the hard-working cowboy and continues to do so by supplying the finest in Western wear. Saddle up this season with a new pair of work boots from Top Hand. Your choices are limitless with our supply of footwear and quality brands of hats, apparel, and accessories. Teeners Western Outfitters, upholding the Western heritage since 1930.
At Parrish Devon, we've won clients 20, 50, even 100 times more than the insurance company's first offer. 405-444-4444.
I've been an Oklahoman for more than 30 years, and I'm proud to tell you about Community Care. Since 1993, one local health insurance provider has truly had the community's best interest at heart. Community Care offers affordable health insurance options for individuals, families, Medicare beneficiaries, and businesses of all sizes, and continues to expand in-network access to doctors and hospitals to meet the needs of our friends and neighbors.
Community Care, your health plan with heart.
Do you feel stuck in a cold and drafty home? Well, there's a better solution than just turning up the heat. Because heating your home is by far the most expensive part of your energy bills. At USA Insulation, we fix cold homes. Most houses are built with builder's grade insulation. So when we fill your walls with our high-efficiency foam, your house stays warm without turning up the heat, which saves you a lot of money. And right now, we can insulate your home for as little as $99 per month.
USA Insulation.
Here's hoping we can all be home for the holidays. Not really. Celebrate like only the Jeep brand can. With everything you could ever wish for, including Jeep Grand Cherokee, the official vehicle of winter. Join the family that lets you go anywhere and do anything. Jeep, there's only one.
Right now, during the Jeep Wrap Up the Year sales event, get 10% below MSRP, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee and Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Don't miss this great offer.
At Galleria, we have a huge selection of quality furniture for every budget, and we'll beat any competitor's price or it's yours for free. Come visit us today.
When you have plumbing problems, there are a lot of choices out there. So what sets Red Plains Plumbing apart? Family. Nothing is more important. And since 2005, we've been treating our customers just like one of our own. Our trained, licensed, professional technicians will make sure that you know the true cost of any repairs. We offer emergency repair services, and we take pride in providing excellent customer service. So call Red Plains Plumbing for all of your plumbing needs.
Remember, if it's Red Plains, it drains.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everyone at Wade's RV.
Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now with breaking news.
Boy, a tough way to start a Tuesday morning here in northwest Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City police say one person is dead after their car rolled off the Kilpatrick Turnpike, falling several feet down below, is what a witness tells News 9, falling below to the Lake Hefner Parkway.
News 9's Natalie Cruz is live at the crash scene with the latest from investigators. Natalie?
Robin and Lacey, we're out here off of Lake Hefner Parkway and Memorial Road. We're still waiting for the medical examiner to come up to the scene. We're told the victim is still inside of that vehicle. There's Oklahoma City police here surrounding the area. I'm going to step out of the way to give you a view of what we're seeing here. Now, the northbound traffic is being diverted off at Northwest 122nd, and southbound is being diverted off at Northwest 150th. The Kilpatrick Turnpike is still open, so people are able to get through moving fine. But as far as the fatality, look at that car in the middle of the highway. What it looks like is the car fell off of the Kilpatrick Turnpike and on to the highway. You can see the engine there in the middle of the highway, just absolutely devastating. Again, we're still waiting for the detectives to come out here on scene and the medical examiner to get more details and identify the victim of this devastating car crash. I want to pull up a photo that a viewer sent in to us. You can just see how tragic that photo is and just the mess there, debris covering the highway, just absolutely heartbreaking. Again, police are still here. They're out here diverting traffic, making sure that drivers move along here safely. We're still waiting to learn who this victim is and learn more about the crash itself. Of course, we will keep you updated. For now, in Oklahoma City, I'm Natalie Cruz for Oklahoma Zone News 9.
Natalie, there on the Lake Hefner Parkway, it's right where the road goes from Portland to Lake Hefner Parkway, under the Kilpatrick high-rise overpasses there. So just a tragic way to start the day.
They're trying to figure out what happened. How did that car end up down from such a high point? So as soon as we get more details, we'll let you know. Obviously, family members being notified right now. So a tough way to start out, but we do thank you for joining us here at 9 a.m.
All right, we'll switch gears, talk a little weather out there. Roads really A-okay today as far as the weather goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just very cold outside right now. We do have a little bit of a wind, but we also started out with areas of patchy fog in parts of the state this morning. A lot of that has now since burned off, but this is our National Cowboy Museum camera, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. Mostly cloudy and cold. We are at 31 degrees. That wind is out of the south at 8 miles an hour, so it does make it feel more like the lower 20s. Temperatures starting out in the upper 20s in the northwest. We also have upper 20s in the northeast, but upper 20s and low 30s across the south. Low to mid 30s now in parts of central Oklahoma. And there's that wind coming in out of the south right now between about 5 to 10, but we're starting to see some ISO wind gusts pick up a little bit more, especially west of I-35. You can see almost pretty close to 15 to 20 miles an hour. Well, temperatures will continue to climb through the 40s later today. I think we top out at about 48 degrees, working in a little bit more sunshine later this afternoon as well. Tomorrow looks like another nice day, but we have a few storms on the 9-day. We're going to talk about the timing of those coming up in just a little bit, guys.
Cassie, thanks so much. Happening right now in a Kingfisher County courtroom, 2 Kingfisher High School football coaches are before a judge, both standing on hazing accusations, including sexual and physical abuse.
News 9's Storm Jones is live in the newsroom with more on the charges each man is facing. Storm, good morning.
Robin and Lacey, prosecutors say Kingfisher High School's head football coach Jeff Myers and his assistant coach Micah Knoll were aware of the sexual and physical hazing allegations made by members of the football team and did nothing to step in, nothing to stop it. Myers facing a felony child neglect charge, Knoll charged with child abuse and perjury. Court documents reveal details of what was allegedly known as the ring, where Kingfisher football players would allegedly settle differences they had on the field. Prosecutors say Myers knew about the fights and would watch them. They also say assistant coach Micah Knoll took part in the fights himself, even going as far as punching one of the students in the face and verbally abusing other students. Now, former student Mason Mecklenburg filed a civil lawsuit after coming forward publicly. That's different than the current criminal lawsuit. In that suit, he claims he was subjected to years of abuse at the hands of his coaches. His attorney spoke with us when the charges were filed last October, saying action is needed to keep future Kingfisher students safe.
When you have evidence of abuse in schools, that school districts are required to take disciplinary action.
Now, Kingfisher Public Schools says they are not renewing the head coach Myers' coaching contract. The announcement came after the district reached a $5 million settlement with Mecklenburg as part of the federal civil lawsuit over those hazing allegations. This means Myers will not be allowed to coach in the district. It is important to note that that agreement does not impact his teaching contract with Kingfisher Public Schools. We will have updates on air and on the News 9 app once Myers and Knoll's hearing wraps up in this criminal lawsuit today. Live in the newsroom, Storm Jones, Oklahoma Zone, News 9.
Storm, thank you. This afternoon, a man who pleaded guilty to killing 2 people in Del City back in 2021 is expected in court for sentencing. Del City police say Devontae Williams shot and killed his girlfriend Lakota Woods and her uncle Aussie Pascal during an argument. According to court records, Williams has entered a blind guilty plea. That means it is not part of a plea deal with prosecutors. Williams is due in an Oklahoma County courtroom for sentencing at 1:30 today. We will be there.
Overnight, a family is forced out of their home after a fire. It happened at Northeast 63rd and Kelly. Oklahoma City fire crews tell News 9 the fire started in the kitchen of the home while the homeowner was frying something on the stovetop. The fire caused about $12,000 in damage. Everyone made it out of the home safely, but they have no place to live. The department is reminding residents to be in the kitchen and be mindful when you're cooking. Never use water to try to put out a grease fire. Oklahoma City firefighters say the wintertime is just the busiest time when it comes to house fires. We've seen it over and over again the past few weeks. Firefighters say it's important that you know what to do if you find yourself in an emergency.
Be prepared. Have a plan in place before an emergency occurs. Have a meeting place, whether it be a tree in the front yard, the neighbor's mailbox, or even your mailbox. Just wait for us to arrive on the scene, and then we'll help you.
Oklahoma City fire crews say this time of year they see those real trees that are dried out start fires. Candles and space heaters are some of the most common culprits of sparking a house fire.
We do have breaking news in Japan. Officials say a passenger plane collided with a Japanese Coast Guard aircraft on the runway early this morning. Local news outlets now reporting all 379 passengers on the passenger plane got out safely, a big Airbus, before the entire plane was engulfed in flames. The video is just incredible. Reports also say the pilot of the smaller Coast Guard aircraft made it out safely, but 5 deaths reported on that plane. This happened at the Haneda Airport, which is one of Japan's busiest airports.
Well, coming up, a health risk to your infant could be sitting in your pantry.
Details on a new baby formula recall coming up. Plus, families could struggle with securing federal student aid for their college students. How an issue with the new FAFSA form is being addressed. We'll explain.
But next, we're excited. A brand new segment starting the new year, highlighting organizations doing great things in the community. Experience some magic live at the Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages porch. It's coming up next.
Next, Dr. Phil. Will the new year bring changes for a wife who's gained over 100 pounds?
You're saying you're ashamed to take this woman out?
I don't want to be seen with her in public.
You're incredible.
When we have Amanda doing it, we know that it will be taken care of.
She really puts a lot of heart and passion into what she's doing. She really goes above and beyond. It's effortless.
I think she is the best anchor in Oklahoma City and one of the best humans I've ever met.
Car wreck? Pepper wins.
When we win your case, the difference goes way beyond a big dollar amount.
To a mom in Stillwater, the difference meant her family got to keep their home.
To the teacher in Norman, it meant the medical bills didn't touch his family's savings.
And to the couple in Tulsa, it meant their child received life-saving medical care.
After a car wreck, we win for you.
And for those counting on you.
Call Parrish Devon, 405-444-4444.
At Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity Restores, you never know what you'll find. We have great discount days for seniors, military, veterans, first responders, and school teachers. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, homeowner, renter, landlord, contractor, interior designer, treasure, or bargain hunter, you'll discover different inventory every time you shop. Remember, when you shop at or donate to Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity Restores, you are helping us build homes, communities, and hope.
For 3 generations, the John M. Ireland & Son Funeral Home and Chapel in Morris continued to serve the community by giving back to local schools, charitable organizations, and first responders.
We provide pre-planning for funerals and cremation services at the most reasonable prices.
We are proud to be a family-owned and operated funeral home.
Award-winning funeral home year after year, our family believes in serving the people of our community.
I'm John Ireland.
And I'm Solon Daniels.
You've got our word on it.
Time to start cooking with everything you need from Champion Barbecue Supply. Choose from Oklahoma's largest selection of rubs, spices, and savory sauces. Champion Barbecue Supply has your meats, Conecuh sausage, Best Stop Cajun food, Circle S sausage, and the award-winning 2 Pig Mafia sausages. Champion Barbecue has hundreds of accessories, grilling tools, tailgating supplies, wood pellets, and lump charcoal. Even Ribeye loves the awesome selection at Champion Barbecue Supply. Open 7 days a week.
Roto-Rooter knows what you value as our customer. Your time, your peace of mind, and your bottom line. Roto-Rooter will be fast. We will solve your plumbing problems quickly, no matter if it's a water heater, faucet, drain, gas line, or septic issue. Roto-Rooter sends you a picture of your plumber. They're background checked and drug tested. Our technicians aren't just great plumbers, they are awesome people. Our plumbers are focused on service, not sales. We do what needs to be done so you can get back to having fun. Roto-Rooter. Plumbers.
Well, today we launch a brand new segment highlighting great people and great things going on in the community. Live from our Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages porch, you'll meet artists, nonprofits, and hear about events all around the metro that make it such a great place to live. Today, a little magic into your life with the help from our good friends at the Arts Council OKC. Lacey.
Well, no better way to start the new year than with some magic. And on the porch with me, please welcome magician Joe Coover. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This is really fun. We're going to do some magic tricks and talk about really the Art Moves program with the council. So first off, before we get to some of the tricks, how did you get to be a magician? Where did you start? How does one become a magician?
Well, it usually starts whenever you're a kid, right? Somebody in your family, for me, it was my grandma, showed me one trick, and then that got me started. I went to the local library and I checked out every single book that I could on magic, right? They had about, I don't know, a dozen of them there. And then through the interlibrary loan system, they started trucking in magic books from all around the state.
Oh, wow.
And by the time I was 16, I checked my schedule. I had read 700 magic books.
Wow.
Yeah, so that really jump-started me. This was before YouTube, so everything was basically in the books.
What does it do for you emotionally, mentally? Where does that take you when you're performing magic?
I love magic because it is a social art, right? I mean, yeah, there's the fast fingers or the trap doors or like whatever, but everything is based on how we as humans think, right? And the secret, I mean, the real secret is the secrets aren't impressive. We do all the magic up here. It's just my job to kind of make it look impossible.
I love that. Let's show some tricks and then we'll talk about the Art Moves program.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, what do I need to do?
I brought one of my favorite tricks. It's this one. It's very easy to watch.
Okay.
I do it with my ring.
Okay.
You can watch the ring, you can watch the trick.
Okay.
It happens very fast.
Okay, watching
in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Right? It's a little fast. I can do it again. I can do it a little bit slower.
Slow it down for us.
Yeah.
Here.
Whenever I do it slower, though, a lot of people have a hard time seeing exactly when it went back onto my finger.
Are y'all watching this?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's not like a magic shop ring or something like that. Check that out.
Okay.
Make sure that it's real.
All right, it's real, guys.
I have one other thing, a little pink string. If you could check that out, make sure that looks strong.
Looks really good. Looks strong.
All right,
okay.
Good. I'm going to take the ring and I'm going to put it on the string.
Okay.
And then you can give it a little bit of a tug.
Okay.
All right. That's to make sure. Sometimes they do this in fancy jewelry stores, so you can look at it, give it a tug, make sure it's not going to come off.
Doing really good. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Now you can watch the ring, you can watch the string, but don't watch the ends. You don't have to watch the ends. Okay. Watch the ring, because I'm going to give the ring a little bit of a tug. 1, 2, 3. It comes off, goes right back on, just like that.
Wow! I love it! Joe, that's so cool.
Now, I know what they're going to be thinking at home.
Okay.
Is if the magician tells you not to look somewhere,
yeah,
you should probably look somewhere.
I was thinking that, and then I was like, but he told me not to, so don't, right?
So,
oh my goodness.
First off, make sure that it really is on there. It's not like held on by magnets or anything.
Gotcha.
And then, I'm sorry, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Can you hold out your right hand? Because I want you...
Hold out my right hand?
Yeah, to hold on to the ends. And I want you to hold tight, but don't pull.
Okay.
Okay? And for everybody else, you can watch the ring, you can watch the string, or you got the ends.
Yeah,
okay?
I got it.
Are you ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
How did you do that? It was in my hand the whole time. Oh my gosh.
Now some people are going to think that maybe we just work this out ahead of time, right? So we'll give them one more chance.
Okay.
We'll give them one more chance, right? And we'll make sure that you can really see that the ring is on the string, and you can double check it.
Yeah, it's there. It's on.
Right.
Okay.
And this time we'll use 2 hands. This hand can hold on there, and again hold on tight, and this hand can hold on there, and again hold on tight. It's not going to come off here or here. It comes off right in the middle.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Tight.
And then watch. It disappears because it's already back on the.
Oh my goodness. Joe, you're amazing. Part of the Arts Moves program with the council.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for being here with us on the porch.
Thank you so much.
Did I do good or bad or?
Oh yeah, and if you want to see more, you can come out to the library on the 29th at noon. All of the arts moves, segments are free to the public, and you can check the website for more.
I love it. And check it out on news9.com, also the News 9 app if you want to learn more about this. And that was fascinating.
Thank you so
Joe,
much.
thank you. All right, we'll send it back to you.
I think you found a great assistant. Lacey, you did wonderful as well. Joe, you're amazing. Hey, we are looking for great community organizations, or if you'd like to highlight your group on the Coca-Cola porch, submit your story. We'd love to hear about it. Go to news9.com/porch to tell us all about it.
From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Cassie Hyder.
Well, it's definitely been a very cold start to our Tuesday, and it's going to be a little chilly this afternoon, but overall not a bad day. We've got a few things to talk about, a few storms headed our way, but right now things are pretty quiet. This is our downtown camera, part of our Lucky Star SkyCam network. We're at 31 degrees after seeing temperatures drop down into the 20s early this morning, but we also have a south wind right now at 8 miles an hour, making it feel more like 23 degrees. Temperatures in the upper 20s and low 30s across north, low to mid 30s now across much of central Oklahoma, and lots of low to mid 30s across the far south. But there's that south wind between about 5 to 15. We're seeing some isolated wind gusts a little higher than that, mainly out west. So wind chills are a little bit of a factor this morning. In most spots, it feels anywhere from the low to generally the upper 20s. So very cold start. But again, later today, we're going to see some minor improvements. But we have a lot of cloud cover out there right now. You can see some moisture trying to increase from the south and west. Well, eventually, there is going to be just a slight chance of some very light rain, maybe even just some sprinkles across southern Oklahoma. But outside of that, I think most of the state ends up staying dry. So that's what we're going to call storm number 1. That's going to be basically passing well to the south as we go through later out this afternoon and into the evening. So for most of us, just cool and dry. But storm number 2 will be on its heels, and that's going to arrive as we get into Thursday evening, at least for parts of western Oklahoma, Thursday night for the metro, and then as we get into Friday, as the storm begins to pull away on the backside of it, there's still going to be some areas of light snow and a light mix. Now, Saturday and Sunday look pretty quiet. We may have a weak wave pass through that's going to bring us additional cloud cover, but generally, we will be looking dry until we get into that following week. So now we're looking at storm number 3. And this is going to be January 8th. So now Monday, it looks like as of this point, it's got lots of moisture to work with. It will start out as rain. You can see the snow already on the back side of that. And the panhandle, well, as it moves out of here, it does look like it could give us a rain and even some snow in parts of Oklahoma City. One thing's for sure, it's going to have plenty of cold air in behind it. So eventually temperatures will be going down. Today, though, we're looking for highs to make it back into the upper 40s. We're going to have a south wind between about 5 to 15, 47 in Ponca City, about 48 in Alva, 47 in Lawton, 48 later today in Ardmore. And there's your slight chance of very light rain or sprinkles basically along the Red River. Now overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, there is a possibility that we could get some patchy fog, and that would be freezing fog because temperatures will once again be dropping below freezing. So just make sure that you're aware of that, especially on those bridges and overpasses. There could be a few slick spots by tomorrow morning. Not necessarily in Oklahoma City. I really don't see a whole lot of fog developing here, but it's still going to be cold. We're dropping down to 28 degrees in Oklahoma City, but 23 in Ponca City, about 23 in Clinton, 30 in Lawton, and 41 to start out the day tomorrow down in Ardmore. Tomorrow afternoon, I think we're going to see a little bit more sunshine, but temperatures kind of hold steady in the upper 40s, about 49 in Stillwater, 48 in Ponca City, 48 now, about 52 in Lawton, 53 tomorrow afternoon in Ardmore. Thursday afternoon, now we're going to have a little bit more wind. That wind, though, coming in out of the southeast, so temperatures still making into the upper 40s. We're also going to see more cloud cover, but low 50s really all across the south. 54, though, in Ardmore, 44 in Alvin, about 47 Thursday afternoon in Enid. So for Thursday afternoon, it looks dry, but by Thursday evening, the moisture is going to be increasing from the south and west. So it looks like rain showers will be likely across the west, while we're going to see that snow and even a little bit of mix in the far northwest. Thursday night into Friday morning, the storm's going to continue to move across the state, so it's going to be a lot more likely for most of us to see that plain rain, but a rain and snow mix across the Oklahoma and Kansas border. Friday afternoon and evening, I still think we at least have a chance of seeing some rain. How much snow are we looking at in parts of the state? Well, it's not going to be a whole lot, maybe a couple of inches in the panhandle, but we could see maybe a quarter of an inch of rain by the time it's all said and done in Oklahoma City. So a few storms on the 9-day, but for now, nice and quiet. We'll be right back.
Diabetes can serve up a lot of questions, like what is your glucose and can you have more carbs? Before you decide, with the Freestyle Libre 3 system, know your glucose and where it's heading. No finger sticks needed. Now the world's smallest and thinnest sensor sends your glucose levels directly to your smartphone. Manage your diabetes with more confidence and lower your A1C. The #1 CGM prescribed in the U.S. Try it for free at freestylelibre.us.
At Troops Heat and Air, we employ technicians, not salesmen. Troops Heat and Air is owned and operated by veterans. We're here to help you by being honest and giving you the same respect that you give us. Did you know Troops has a plumbing division? So when you're knee-deep in poop, call in the Troops. So when you're at war with your heat and air system, call in the Troops. Thank you to all who have served, and God bless America.
Teeners, as American as rodeo and mom's apple pie. For nearly a century, Teeners has honored the traditions of the hard-working cowboy and continues to do so by supplying the finest in Western wear. Saddle up this season with a new pair of work boots from Top Hand. Your choices are limitless with our supply of footwear and quality brands of hats, apparel, and accessories. Teeners Western Outfitters, upholding the Western heritage since 1930.
I got rear-ended at a stoplight and needed surgery, and the insurance company tried to give me this tiny little check.
This tiny little check won't even cover my car repairs.
After a car wreck, don't take a tiny check from the insurance company. Call me.
I said no way to this tiny little check. I called Mike and his team, and they got me $350,000.
Don't take a tiny check. Call Mike.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. I've got this.
Call 405-900-9000.
Get ready to crush financial worries at Lucky Star Casino with inflation annihilation. Join us for your chance to win up to $15,000 cash on Saturdays in January. Join the excitement, spin into winnings, and watch your worries disappear. Your chance to turn dreams into dollars is here, only at Lucky Star Casino. Head to any of our 6 Oklahoma locations. Lucky Star Casino. The biggest jackpots are closer than you think.
Do you or a loved one suffer from pain associated with neuropathy? You can live pain-free in 2024. At the Neuropathy Treatment Clinic of Oklahoma, we help you beat the pain and symptoms related to neuropathy so you can get back to living without surgery, narcotics, or steroids. Don't let pain associated with neuropathy hold you back this year. Live pain-free. Call now to schedule a consultation. 405-939-LIFE. That's 405-939-LIFE. Or go to neuropathyok.com.
I love New York. Ah, it's magical. This is my stop.
This is not an Uber.
You were heading up this way.
The intent is to follow our officers. Instead, it appears they're following you.
You're trying to sniff me?
I took this job because my work could be all about the truth.
Welcome to New York.
Welcome back to News 9 at 9. Here's a look at what's catching our eye today.
All right, a new year. Cassie is with us. Yeah. What caught your eye, Cass?
Well, this story was kind of important to me because I've kind of felt the same way this lady does. Not enough to sue anyone, but so here's the thing. You know those Reese's peanut butters cups that are shaped like, you know, pumpkins.
Yeah.
They do Easter
Halloween,
eggs
yes.
and trees and footballs even. So they always have shapes. It just depends on the holiday. Well, there's a woman that says that these don't really look like pumpkins, and she says that they're lacking the designs that it depicts on the packaging. So she's actually suing them for $5 million.
What?
It's this woman in Florida. Yeah, I mean, it's just wild, you know, what people are suing people for these days. Your coffee's too hot.
So she's saying that doesn't look like a pumpkin.
Exactly.
Oh my
exactly.
God.
$5 million?
Yes, and that's the thing. Is like, does anyone really care that much that it doesn't look like that? I think the important thing with these is that it's the ratio of chocolate to peanut butter. It just tastes better than a regular Reese's cup. Like, I have opinions on this. Like, they're in my desk.
You should be called as a witness to this trial.
I was more looking at the calories to make sure that was right on there than what the shape was.
You can also get the smaller ones. I keep them in my freezer all year long. I still have Halloween ones. I mean, they're very important to me.
Okay.
But the fact that this lady is suing is just wild.
I want to know the outcome of this lawsuit.
Yeah. And if we can join the class action lawsuit, right? All right, Lacey, what do you have?
Oh, an emotional moment after Michigan's Rose Bowl victory caught my eye. Take a look.
Because I know how hard you work for this. It's not football, but I'm proud about it. Stupid football game because I'm so proud of you.
Oh, that is a mama there. Chris Jenkins is on the ground. He is just loving life. His mom comes up and just sobs on his back while he's trying to do an interview, saying, I am so proud of you. Mom kept kissing her defensive lineman son's back and crying while he was trying to do interviews. And he just laughed and said, Mama, you're crying more than I am.
Well, you know, the investment for
so
a parent,
sweet.
I mean, it's like you feel like when it's your child, you're right there with them. So I love that so much.
It
I'm
was
so
so
glad you shared that. Oh, my God.
National championship game is coming up next Monday night, so gotta watch it.
Michigan, Washington State. We'll see who wins. Hey, we're back with more. Glad you're with us here on News 9. That was so cute. I love it.